Ever pondered why some people achieve their goals while others seem to falter along the way? It's a question that stirs the mind, isn't it? The answer lies largely in one word: motivation. Yes, that potent, invisible force that fuels the drive to pursue, persist, and eventually reach our goals. It's the spark that lights up the path of achievement, the wind that fills the sails of progress. Motivation, however, is not a one-size-fits-all phenomenon. It's as unique as we are. For some, it might be a burning desire to make a difference in the world, while for others, it could be the aspiration to provide a better life for their loved ones. It can even be as simple as the personal satisfaction of ticking off tasks from a to-do list. This diversity in motivation is not just between individuals, but also within us over time. What motivates us today might not be what motivates us tomorrow. It's a dynamic force that ebbs and flows with the changing tides of life. Recognizing this fluidity of motivation is important because it helps us understand that it's okay for our motivations to change. It's okay to reassess, to refine, to redefine what drives us. It's a part of growth, a part of life. Yet despite its varying nature, motivation has one constant trait: its power. The power to move us, to shape us, to lead us towards our goals. It's the fuel that keeps the engine of achievement running. Without it, our goals remain distant dreams, our ambitions mere wishful thinking. Understanding one's own motivations is therefore crucial. It's about delving deep within ourselves, peeling back the layers of our desires and dreams, and getting to the heart of what truly drives us. It's about aligning our actions with our motivations to create a powerful synergy that propels us forward. It's clear that motivation is a powerful force, but how can we harness it to propel ourselves towards our goals? Let's dive deeper into this in the next few minutes. Ever wondered how to ignite the spark of motivation within you? It's not as elusive as it may seem. The key lies in discovering your why. This isn't merely about what you want to do, but why you want to do it. The why is the deep-seated reason that drives your actions. It's the fuel for your journey, the passion that keeps your fire burning, even when the going gets tough. You see, when you identify your why, you tap into a powerful motivator within yourself. It's more than a goal. It's a purpose, a calling. It's the beating heart that drives all that you do. And the beautiful part is, your why is unique to you. It's as individual as your fingerprint, a reflection of your values, passions, and dreams. So, how do you discover your why? Firstly, take a moment to reflect on what brings you joy. Not fleeting happiness, but deep, genuine joy. What activities make you lose track of time or make you feel completely engrossed and fulfilled? For some, it might be creating art. For others, it could be helping others or solving complex problems. There's no right or wrong answer. It's all about what resonates with you. Next, consider what gives you a sense of purpose. What do you believe in? What cause or vision is bigger than yourself that you feel drawn to contribute to? This could be anything from environmental conservation to education to innovation and technology. Your purpose is a compass that points you in the direction of your why. Finally, take time to introspect. Dig deep within yourself and be honest with what you find. Your why isn't something that can be forced or fabricated. It's something that needs to be discovered, like a hidden treasure within your soul. Remember, your why is the spark that can ignite the fire of motivation within you. And like any fire, it needs to be nurtured and fueled to keep it burning brightly. Once you've found your why, you've taken the first step towards rekindling your motivation. Now, you're ready to fan the flames of your passion and start making your dreams a reality. Having a destination in mind makes the journey easier, doesn't it? Now let's talk about fueling your motivation by setting SMART goals. SMART is an acronym that stands for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. These are the components that make a goal SMART, in the truest sense of the word. Let's break them down, shall we? Firstly, specific. A specific goal is one that is clear and well-defined. For instance, instead of saying, "I want to read more," try saying, "I want to read 1 book per month." This gives your goal a clear direction and makes it easier to achieve. Next, we have measurable. A goal is measurable when you can track your progress. If your goal is to read 1 book per month, you can measure your progress by the number of books you've read. This not only helps you stay on track, but also fuels your motivation as you see yourself inching closer to your target. Thirdly, achievable. An achievable goal is realistic and within your reach. If you've never read a book before, setting a goal to read 1 book per week might not be achievable. Start with 1 book per month. and as your reading habit improves, you can increase your target. Then we have relevant. A relevant goal aligns with your broader life goals. If your ultimate goal is to improve your language skills, reading books is a relevant goal as it can enhance your vocabulary and comprehension. Finally, time-bound. A time-bound goal has a deadline. This creates a sense of urgency and pushes you to act. So instead of saying, I want to read 12 books, say, I want to read 12 books in a year. In essence, setting SMART goals provides you with a roadmap to your destination. It makes your journey clear, manageable, and most importantly, achievable. It fuels your motivation and keeps you excited about your progress. With SMART goals, you now have a clear, realistic path to channel your motivation. Ever noticed how a rolling stone gathers no moss? That's a metaphor for momentum, which is vital for maintaining motivation over time. Just like a stone rolling down a hill, it's easier to keep moving when you're already in motion. But how do you create that momentum? The answer lies in building habits and routines. Habits and routines are like the tracks that keep a train moving in the right direction. They provide structure and predictability, which can be incredibly powerful when it comes to achieving your goals. But creating effective habits isn't always easy. It takes patience, perseverance, and a well-thought-out plan. So, let's get into it. How do you build effective habits? One of the best approaches is to start small. Don't try to overhaul your entire life overnight. Instead, focus on 1 or 2 small changes that you can consistently implement. For example, if your goal is to get fit, you might start by committing to a 10-minute workout every morning. Small steps like this can add up over time and lead to significant change. Next, be consistent. Consistency is the key to turning a new behavior into a habit. It's not about being perfect. It's about showing up day in and day out, even when you don't feel like it. Remember, every time you stick to your routine, you're building momentum. Finally, reward your progress. Celebrate your wins, no matter how small. Did you hit the gym 5 days this week? Reward yourself with a healthy treat or an extra episode of your favorite show. Rewards not only make the process more enjoyable, but they also reinforce the positive behavior, making it more likely to stick. In conclusion, building habits and routines is like setting a stone in motion. It might take a little push to get started, but once you're rolling, it's easier to keep going. And even when the hill gets steep or the path gets rocky, those habits and routines can keep you moving forward. Habits and routines are the momentum that keeps your motivation rolling, even on tough days. Ever faced a hurdle so large it seemed impossible to overcome? Setbacks. They're as much a part of our journey towards a goal as the victories. They're the dips in the road that makes the ride feel a little bumpy. But remember, it's these very setbacks that shape us and make our victories even sweeter. Imagine life as a game of chess. Every move you make is strategic, but sometimes your opponent surprises you, and you lose a piece. That's a setback. But do you just give up? No, you reevaluate the board, adjust your strategy, and keep going. So, how do we deal with setbacks? Well, let's delve into a few strategies. Firstly, reframe failures as learning opportunities. This might sound like a cliche, but it holds true. Every setback is a lesson in disguise, teaching us something about ourselves, about our strategies, and about our journey. So instead of dwelling on the setback, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? This shift in perspective can work wonders and turn a setback into a setup for a comeback. Secondly, seek support. No one said you have to do this alone. Talk to a friend, a mentor, or a coach. Share your struggles and let them provide you with a fresh perspective. Sometimes a simple conversation can reignite that spark of motivation within you. Lastly, practice self-care. Setbacks can take a toll on our mental health. It's okay to take a break. Go for a walk, read a book, meditate. Do something that relaxes you and recharges your batteries. Remember, it's a marathon, not a sprint. You need to keep your mind and body in good shape to reach the finish line. In conclusion, setbacks are not roadblocks, but stepping stones. They are the bumps that shake us, wake us, and make us. Building resilience not only helps you bounce back from setbacks, but it also strengthens your motivation. So the next time you face a setback, remember it's just another step towards your goal. So how do we keep the flame of motivation burning brightly? It begins by discovering your why, that deep-rooted reason that drives you forward. Next, we set SMART goals: specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. We then build habits and routines to maintain momentum, and finally, we learn to bounce back from setbacks, using them as stepping stones instead of stumbling blocks. Remember, motivation is not a one-time event, but a continuous journey. And it's a journey that starts with a single step, your step.